Hey YouTube, what's going on? It's Chris here. I wanted to give you guys a little Litecoin update, and we're just going to be looking at the daily and the 4-hour here today. That's probably all we're going to be able to get into. Just got a little bit of time, but I wanted to bring you what I was looking at, some of the key resistances, supports, all that type of stuff. Just want to give you guys an update. So I hope you guys are having an awesome Saturday, being safe out there. So what we're looking at here, first of all, we have our Fibonacci. So as you can see, we just closed. This is our time down here. So we just closed for the day, and we closed up above this 618, which was $139.11. So that's good. I'm glad that we closed up above that because we need to turn that into support now. So we were accompanied with decent volume. Not what I would have liked to see, especially with this spinning top here. I would have liked to seen a volume bar about that size come in to help confirm that a little bit. So this is kind of like a spinning top, and this almost closed halfway up into this candle, so it's almost like a bullish piercing pattern as well if you guys look up the bullish piercing pattern. But what you want to see on those things to confirm a reversal is some good volume accompanied with it. So we're going to have to wait and see if there's good follow through or not. If this candle here, this next one, if we're going to be able to close up through the 50%, which is $147, or if we're going to go up and bounce off that and come back down a little bit. So we're in this channel now between 139 and 147. So we have to have 139 as support, overhead resistance at 147. Then another big thing that we have overhead is our 200-day moving average, and that's at $163. So right here, guys, this purple line that's coming through, there's going to be a lot of resistance with that as well. We're going to have to break up through that at some point and turn that into support as well. So we have some work to do. Like I was telling you guys, we're at $142.68 right now, but I am glad this candle here closed up above the 618. So that's good. And like we said, we kind of had these little wicks that came down. That was basically this was acting as a bullish piercing pattern. So we're hoping that we can continue to move up from there. Next thing I wanted to look at was the RSI, and as you can see, the RSI right now is at 45. What I did like was that we treated this 40 as support. We bounced off there nicely. Obviously, we can always have more volume, but we hit that 40 and we came and bounced up, and now we've been kind of moving sideways right here in terms of the RSI. We're sitting at 45. Then the MACD here, we're still in the negative. You can see when that cross happened. And guys, also pay attention to the MACD like we've talked about. Do you see when we started to have this curve right here? Now look at the candles up there. What happened? Do you see the curve? Then especially once we crossed this line right here, we had that big flush and that big sell-off. You can see the histograms in the negative, but we're kind of leveling out here just a little bit. And that's what I'd like. I'd like us to almost move sideways for just a little bit and then attempt to break that 147, get up above that 50% on the Fibonacci. So you can kind of see how there's a little bit flattening out right here. So we were going down, and now we're kind of moving sideways a little bit, and we need to start moving back down this way and have some bullish divergence is what we're looking for. So guys, I want you to pay attention to that as well. And then let me get rid of these real quick if we can. I want to check a few moving averages for us. So let's check out the exponential moving average. Let's see. I hope you guys are having a great night. And I'm sorry I can't do more than like 3 indicators at once because I don't have that upgraded one on TradeView. I'm hoping to get that at some point, but we need Litecoin to perform a little bit better. So let's change this. If you guys have never seen that, this is how you do it. So we're going to change that. I want to thicken up the line for you so you can see it a little better. So right here is our 55. No, I'm sorry, that's on the 9. We need to change our inputs. Let's go to the 55 EMA. That's an important one to pay attention to. So right here in the green, guys, coming down, and that is at, so that's going to be overhead resistance at $151 on the daily. Guys, let's get a different color on here just so you can see a little bit better. All right, let's do maybe like a gray. There we go. Okay. just because we had that Fibonacci. So right there, guys, about $151. So next overhead supports, 147, and then it's going to be that 55 EMA at 151. Volume, we need to continue to pick it up here, see good follow through on this candle. You can see we had a really nice retracement, so I pulled off the bottom here. We went to the top where we had our tweezer tops right there, and then we went down, broke all the way through the 618. We wicked down to $131 before getting bought back up to about $136, and we've been moving up since then. So guys, I just wanted to bring this to you. Wanted to check a few things. Let's see if there's anything else I want to point out to you all real quick. Yeah, I wanted to do this if we could. I'm going to get rid of this Fibonacci. So let's do an overall Fibonacci from the last major run that we had and kind of see where we're at in terms of overall retracement. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to pull from right down here, this point when we really started to run up, and that was the low point. That was around $33, $35. I want to pull up here to the highest point that we wicked up to, which was around $420. When we love to see those prices again, guys. So on this, you can see we had an overall retracement of, we wicked down past the 786 even right here, but in terms of the closes, for the most part, we were right on this line or right above it. And then this last little run that we had, we went up from $116 all the way up to $180. We ran into that 618, which was overhead resistance, and then we dropped back down. So do you see how we hit that and we couldn't break through it, and then we had that pullback that we're dealing with right now. Let me get this yellow line out of here. So do you see that, guys? So it's almost in this channel here, our channel right now that we're working is between $116 and $180. So it's really important for us to get through that $180 where we had those tweezer tops when we zoomed in. Remember we talked about that at like 182? So that's the 618, and we need to get up above that, and we need to turn that into support. It's going to be really important. Let me see in terms of this. Some moving averages. Okay, let's do our exponential on here. Okay, so let's look at the 100-day style. Just thicken that up a little bit. Okay. All right. So there's that one. So that's going to be up above there. That 151. Let's check this, guys. Just one more time here. Okay. And then this is the 50. So that's how you change stuff, guys. If you want to look at different things, go to the indicators, click on the moving averages, and then right here, you can change the amount of days, essentially, that it's going to be calculating for you, taking the average of. So that's how you do that. But I wanted to bring this to you all, just do a little bit more in depth. Wouldn't it be nice to see some volume sticks like this? I'm sure it'll come in at some point. But our next thing is to really get up above that 55 EMA, which was around $151, I do believe. So guys, we're at, right now, $142.09. So take care. God bless each and every one of you. And just be safe, guys. Keep your eye on things. And just protect your capital the best that you can in this wild market. But I hope you guys have a great night. Take care.